Hey guys, we're out here at Kahia Creek Motocross today, and we're with our buddy Cody Moore filming this 2005 Honda CRF 450. So you're probably asking, why the hell did they rebuild a 05 Honda 450? Simply put, it was one of the best chassis that Honda ever built. And I got this bike off a buddy of mine for a steal of a deal, basically free 99. And it had the top end rebuilt, it had a brand new clutch basket and a brand new carburetor. So three key components that you would want on an older bike like this, we got it dialed. So we got with our sponsors, factory connection, went through, did the suspension, set up for off-road. We went with ODI for the bars and grips, got a brand new set of Acerbis plastics. Adept came through with the sick graphics. We were originally gonna have Bruce do the riding, but Bruce is on hiatus right now, conquering the world. So we brought Mr. Moore out here, give him a time to shine. We got the Pro Circuit full tie system. I couldn't believe they actually had one at PC up in the shop up top. When he brought it down, it had like a 1/4 inch of dust on it. So we were completely stoked to get that. Got some help from PC on it. Went through, just cleaned everything up, replaced some bearings, cleaned and greased all the bearings. Didn't do anything super sick. We got with W. W provided us a set of Edge wheel set. And then we went with Dunlop MX34s and got Jay Clark to throw those on. We're running a gut seat cover. One of the sickest, trickiest things we did with this bike that I was super stoked that Ride Engineering helped us out with was all the little bolt-on parts, the brake cap, engine plug filler kits. Super clean setup, man. So if you're looking for stuff for your bike, check out Ride Engineering. They got some great quality parts. And the best part about the whole thing from Ride Engineering is we updated the brakes on this thing. And so the brakes on it, the old plastic cables, they were just completely bombed out. I rebuilt the back caliper, and we went and got a brand new Ride Engineering billet front caliper, new rotors, new pads, and I'll let Cody tell you how it felt, but just night and day over the 05 technology. So what's up, man? What'd you think of the bike?
What's up? Yeah, the bike felt really great. It handled honestly just like it was a new bike. Couldn't even tell it was old at the beginning. It kind of fixed a little bit of the carb issues, and it ran like a champ.
Yep. And so one of the things we did, because I'm so outdated, I can tune a 2-stroke carburetor. We went to Herman's Tuning, and Herman's been around forever. Great guy. They're off the 74 down there in Oceanside, I do believe it is. And he cleaned that carb up, got us dialed, got it jetted for the altitude out here at Kahia. Once we ran the motor a little bit and knocked some dust off, this thing was ripping, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell it was an 05, honestly. It had just the right amount of power when you needed it, and yeah, didn't lack anywhere.
Yeah, so coming off, you were riding a, what is that, a 22 Honda 450R you're riding?
Yeah.
So you were on a 22 450R. Tell us how these Ride Engineering front caliper and the brakes compared to, say, the modern bike.
Yeah, honestly, like the best thing I could say is it felt just like my 250, my brand new 250, because I think the newer 450s have a little bit more power, but this is like a manageable power that you can kind of have fun anywhere and just be able to hop on and go have some fun with your buddies.
But those brakes, they feel like a modern bike. They don't feel like 20-year-old brakes, huh?
No, yeah, they felt amazing. Didn't lack anywhere, and yeah, whenever I needed the brakes, they were there the whole time.
Yeah, and then another thing we did, and you're probably looking at it, we went with the old school. In 05, your only option for sticking to the bike was getting skateboard grip tapes. So that's what I used to do on my 05 450X that I had. So we threw the grip tape on there. What did you think of that?
Yeah, I rode the vet track for a little bit, and any of the jumps that I was hitting, it kind of felt like the bike was sticking with me more. And anytime I was out in the off-road, the GP section, anytime I'd hit a bump, it felt like I had a little bit more grip everywhere. I could kind of hold it in. And
have you went and looked at your boots to see if it tore them up a little bit?
They don't look too torn up.
Yeah, there you go.
Didn't do enough riding on them, I guess.
You got to keep an eye on it. They will tear up your equipment. We went with Pro X chain and sprockets as well on it. You know, we went with the steel rear sprocket since this is an off-road build with the X-ring chain. Keep that chain cleaned and oiled. It's going to last forever. Replace some foot pegs, and I got to give a special shout out to Huntington Beach Honda. Huntington Beach Honda helped us out. One of the things I wanted to do, instead of running all the aftermarket stuff. This is kind of our weekend warrior build, right? It's a bike you can take that's 20 years old, put a couple G's into it, and have a sick bike that almost feels like a brand new 450. So I went with the stock clutch cover, all the little components that hold the brake lines on, all that kind of stuff that I needed from Honda. Huntington Beach Honda hooked us up. So go check those guys out. Show them some love if you're in Southern California. Great service department, great sales department. Yeah, give them a shout. Tell them Whiskey Throttle sent you. So overall, this thing was sprung a little bit heavier than your weight. You weigh like 12 pounds wet and wearing boots.
Yeah.
So braking bumps, little acceleration chatter. It was probably not set up. We didn't even mess with the sag on this thing for you. But give us your impressions of how that factory connection suspension felt when you'd hit G outs and stuff like that.
Yeah, with me being so light, definitely the little chatter bumps could have been a little bit better, but with all the bigger stuff that I was hitting, like any of the whoops or anything, and it'd soak it right up like it wasn't even there half the time and keep me in a straight line and not bounce all over the place. Felt really good.
It did, huh? And so you raced an 05 just recently in the 6 hours, right?
Yeah, I raced an 05 a couple months back.
You liked it, huh?
It was one of the most fun bikes I've ever had. It feels like I don't know how to explain it. It feels like a better 250, honestly, because it has a little bit more power where you want it and when you need it, and you don't need to be wrung out.
Yeah.
But it's a controllable power that you can just ride and
But if you're
fun.
riding single track, the GP circuit, or hitting the vet track, you could even hit the main track here at Kihei on this.
Yeah.
What would you think of riding this bike?
Honestly, it'd take you anywhere you'd want to go. If you want to go hit the track on the weekend and then you want to go out to the desert with all your friends, it'd handle whatever you want and do a good job at it.
And we're running the bigger IMS tank as well. Got it stocked up with ETS fuel as always. Bike's just running great. So we just want to thank you for coming out, testing out the bike. And one more thing we want to talk about. What'd you think of this Thor Prime gear that they sent you?
Yeah, this was the first time wearing any Thor, and I'm really impressed on it. It really kept me vented and cool the whole time. It's a billion degrees out here right now, feels like, and yeah, it kept me cool, honestly, the whole time.
How was the fit and finish for you?
Yeah, it fits good. It's nice and stretchy material. It fits good and
Pants
everywhere.
is all good in all the right places?
All the right places, just stretchy, and feels like I almost have like some sweatpants on, honestly. Just
I mean, if you're going to go riding and wear sweatpants, you can't get any better than that. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Special shout out to Thor for sending Cody some gear. He looked like a homeless guy who rips. Now he's dialed. He's looking good, feeling good. He's ripping on this awesome Beaver built 450 from 20 years ago. So this shows you that you can take a bike that's technically past its prime. And if you would have seen this thing when I brought it home, it was clapped out. The thing was a hoopty. When I brought the suspension into factory connection, they about fell on the floor laughing. It was a straight pogo stick. So you can revive these old girls with a little bit of elbow grease, a couple wire wheels, and some new parts, and get back out there and run with the big boys. Stay tuned for our next episode.
If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Comment what you thought and share it with your friends.